Hi, this is Tracy from Gift Basket Appeal, and today I'm going to be making a candy bar coaster. And this idea actually came from my husband because he wanted a coaster for his desk. So let's get started. I'll be sure to list all of the supplies you'll need below. This is a 6x6 coaster that we're working with, and I think this cost about maybe 49 cents. So it's a great way to make a gift as well. So if you're thinking of gift ideas for the holidays, this is a great gift. I'm going to be using Mod Podge, but the first thing I'm going to need to do is give this a backing so that when you put it on a table or desk, it has that extra protection. And so I always like to kind of cut my felt backing just a little bit smaller. So I'm just placing it up against my coaster or my tile. And I'm just cutting. This is one of those where there's not a whole lot of measuring. Kind of eyeballing it a little bit. So I'm basically just not using a ruler right now. And so if you look at it, just needs a little bit more cut off. So I'm just going to be cutting around the edges. And this is one of the smooth tiles that I got from Lowe's. And they have tons of them. They do have a 4x4 tile, which is smaller, which I normally use. And that smaller tile is 16 cents. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just use my Mod Podge and stick this right onto the back of my tile. Okay, and this will stick really well to this, so you don't need to use a whole lot. Okay, so that'll be your protective coating on the back. And then I want to make sure, I was going to put a backing on this, but once I tried it with a backing, it made it look too dark against the tile, because you can kind of see through this. So I didn't want it to be any darker. So I'm just going to Mod Podge it directly onto the tile. I was going to put maybe a brown sheet of paper underneath this, and you can do that if you want. But I'm just going to see how it goes when I put this directly on the tile. So all I'm doing is just kind of cutting this. And this candy wrapper was a 6-pack. It had a 6-pack of candy in it. And so I just used the outer layer, the wrapping, which was this. It had some mini candy bars in it, so I figured I'd use this. But this is such a good idea. I thought I'm going to save that paper and I'm going to use it for something. I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for, but this is just great. This is 6x6, but I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller than the tile because I want it to have an extra edge on it. And you just have to take your time with this because it's very, very flimsy. Okay, so my image is all cut out. And I did leave a little bit of a border right around the edge. And so now it's just time to Mod Podge it. You just have to be careful because this is really flimsy. So just as a warning, be careful when you're cutting. I ended up having to use these smaller scissors because the big scissors was just too much. Okay, and now for the fun part. You want to just make sure that your surface is nice and smooth. And I just kind of like to do this in even strokes. And then we're going to add this on, and so once I place it down, basically that's it. And so I want it to be very smooth while I'm placing it down. I don't want any bumps or wrinkles on it, so I'm just gently smoothing it down. Still just using my fingers to smooth it down. And it's adhering extremely well. And imagine making one of these for as stocking stuffers for the holidays. And then I was thinking of something else. You could actually use cereal boxes. You can cut them up and turn them into tiles. So if your kid has a favorite cereal or snack bar or something, cut up those boxes or containers and Mod Podge them onto a tile. And I'm just still kind of smoothing it out, and I'm going to put another coat on top. And the nice thing is that this wrapper already has a smooth, or actually a shiny coat to it. So, and it looks nice and cloudy right now, but I guarantee you it will dry clear. Just want to make sure my edges stay down a little bit. I kind of like going in just one direction. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry, add another coat to it, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, and so my candy bar coaster is all done, and I think my husband's really going to like this. And this one is the 6x6, but I wanted to show you another one that I did using the 100 grand bar, and I really like the 4x4. And so these would make really good stocking stuffers for Christmas. So don't throw away those labels. I hope you were inspired by this. And thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. See you real soon. Bye.